The next step in the process here is to build something so that I can pull the valves out. So I've got a piece of pipe. I'm going to weld this onto the pipe and either bolt it or use a block. Now I have to use a bolt, push down on that to relieve the spring tension, and I'll have to cut a slot in here so that when I have this here and I push down, then I can get the keepers out. So I need an access slot for that. So in theory, it's going to look something like that. Right? I'm going to weld this pipe on here. I'll cut a slot in there to make an access point. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so I've got the holes punched out, marked and punched. I'm gonna a little bit of oil. Alright, so at the moment I don't have a vise. That's why the pipe is in vice grips, and then the vice grips are clamped down to the bench. But to cut the slot, I've got a angle die grinder with a cutoff wheel. Okay, so here is my tool that I built. There's a piece of pipe welded onto this valve spring remover, and there's just a bolt with a nut on the end going through the head, and you can see there's a slot there, and there's the spring is depressed and the keepers are there. Now this tool is working, however it is less than ideal. So I think what I'm going to do is rework my tool a little bit, and I'm going to take my magnet try to turn the valve. It's turning just a little bit. I'm going to turn that. Or maybe I can take the scratch all. Kind of loosen those up, and okay, so I got one of the keepers. Maybe if I stick this through the top, I'll stick my magnet through the top, stick that in there. It's popping out. There we go. So I got the magnet through the top there, and I'm just gonna try to wiggle that keeper up. I didn't get it. Yeah, like I said, this is less than ideal. I mean, it's working, but it's not. A lot of messing around. Try to let me try to rotate the valve. So for reassembly, this is definitely going to be a pain in the ass doing it like this. So I'm going to have an idea about what I'm going to do. I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, I got my magnet kind of staged. I'll try to flip that off. I still didn't get it. I think I'm going to have to use both hands here. Okay, so I got that valve out. I got two more left on the intake side. I have all the exhaust valves still. I can get them out using this tool. However, reassembly, putting them back in, I think is going to be a nightmare with this tool. So the game plan at the moment is to cut the pipe off of this bar, hack this off here, and then I'll have a piece of flat bar, okay, and I'll put a hole right in the center for this pipe and weld that pipe in place, and then I'll cut some slots here and some slots here, and then that way I can use the bolt holes for the head to push down on the springs. That's the plan. I have seen some other tools that kind of bolt up onto the cam cap holes. I'm not sure if I want to do that on this though. Pretty small holes. So I'm going to go ahead and modify this and see what happens.